Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Tonight's game held at Amway Center. It's the Orlando Magic going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And for Memphis, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. On the topic of the playoffs and the length of them, they call it the second season, Shaq. What do you look for in a playoff team as an indicator of their ability to succeed?
Well, we all live by this old old adage, whatever it is. Defense wins championships. Defense is big. What I like about the playoffs, Ernie, physicality. You can't hesitate to give a foul, prevent easy buckets, a.k.a. you got to touch them up.
Got to touch them up, but experience, to me, is probably the biggest thing. Because there's no way to understand playoff basketball until you're there. And so teams that shoot a lot of free throws also has a big advantage because guys get to the line. They know they could slow the game down when things are getting bogged down offensively.
That's what my old buddy Dick Versace used to say.
What?
You know what he used to say
No.
about free throw shooting? He called it the NBA's hidden way to score. You forget about free throw shooting a lot, don't you? The NBA's hidden
It's
way.
hidden?
It's hidden.
I would agree with that, Dick.
Yeah, the NBA's hidden way to score. That's just dropping a little Dick Versace knowledge on you. Let's go courtside.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. The Magic are looking to grab one here for the home fans in Orlando before heading out again. They traveled to Memphis last time they faced the Grizzlies and came away with the win.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Green is the 3 with Zebo at the 4. Conley and Allen in the backcourt. And it's Gasol and at the pivot spot manning the middle.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
And here we go with the Magic fast break.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And he lays it straight in.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
On the wing, Harris. It's stolen by Green. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Over in the corner, Gasol. He dishes it to Randall, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Vucevic. The Grizzlies shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And, guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers. Well, a good one here for Lights Out. He's already up to 8 points and 1 steal.
Simply putting on a show.
Yeah, he simply decided that he's going to do it all by himself. I know it's a team game, but every now and then, a guy like him can do it.
Nice shot by Randolph. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Lights Out passes to Gordon. Here's Lights Out. No good with the triple. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Allen outside, back to Conley. Allen kicks to Randolph. Shot is off. Some solid defense from Harris. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The Magic again can't hit.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Allen right side. No good. That would have tied it. Orlando leading. Harris outside. Pass to Lights Out. Puts up a 3. And it's Gasol with the rebound. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Gasol. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. He's getting around 20 points per, 9 rebounds, and just over 3 blocks. And his defensive presence inside, not to be overlooked. He builds a wall around the basket.
You know, over this last whole stretch of games, I mean, he's been shutting down the lane with absolute authority.
6 to shoot. Caspi dishes to Gasol. Fade away. And another miss by Memphis.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
The shot's good from Lights Out.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Dave Yeager gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Though they lost the first meeting against this team this year, Coach isn't worried about what they can do on the offensive side of things, saying, we dropped the first one, but I still think we can put up a lot of points on this team to get a win. We just need to make sure the ball is moving. Not as easy as it sounds, though, always, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And guys, the focus being on the offensive side of things, they obviously don't want to let their defensive guard down, so to speak, can they?
No, they're still going to have to be sharp on the defensive side of the floor. It's just that getting into a rhythm offensively is going to be the main focus here early on.
I'm with you on that mindset, but it does leave the door open for them to be taken advantage of at the defensive end. Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Let's go to our 2K leaderboard. These are the NBA's Swiss Army knives. Big men who give you a little bit of everything, including assists. These are the best passing centers and power forwards since the All-Star break. Marc Gasol on top.
I don't care what level you're at, high school, college, or pros. When you have the combination of size and passing skill that he does, it gives your team a huge advantage.
Most certainly does. I mean, anytime you get a big guy who can pass it, I mean, it forces strange rotations for the defense. And he's thrown plenty of opposing defenses into chaos with his passing.
Here's Udrih following the basket by Freak. Caspi passes to Udrih, and Wright kicks to Bayless. Offensive rebound. Gasol, no good.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the three-pointer by Freak. And Caspi kicks to Udrih. Dishes it to Gasol, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Gasol drops 2. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's lights out. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And that's now 20 points for Freak.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here is Bayless. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Wright sets a screen. Gasol wide open. He fires. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Magic lead by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And the Grizzlies, a team that's dealt with their share of tough playoff losses. But, you know, you talked to point guard Mike Conley, and as he told us before the game, he still feels a championship is within reach.
We feel like we're a team that's had to go through a lot of adversity. We've been through a lot of things that's set us back. You know, we feel like we can be just as good as anybody else, and why not us?
One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Hill. Hezonja comes in for Aaron Gordon. Garrett Temple has checked in for Oladipo. And lights out subbed in for Payton. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Marc Gasol has checked in for Wright. Caspi comes in for Zach Randolph. Jared Bayless has checked in for Tony Allen. And it's Udrih in for Mike Conley. So on the floor for Memphis. Green is out there with Caspi. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Udrih. And it's Bayless in at the 2. The Grizzlies trail by 4.
2 minutes.
Now Udrih. An 11-point game for him in the win against Golden State. 1:51 left to play here in the half. He was all alone on that one. Caspi's got his first bucket in this one.
Udrih with the excellent feed that time.
Here's lights out. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And the free throw good from lights out.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Thunder was just a man on a mission. He had 64 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Here is Bayless. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
You know, fellas, once he got into position under the boards, I mean, he wasn't letting anybody get around it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. The Grizzlies trail by 7. 46 seconds left to play in the first half. Gasol a screen. Clock at 6. Now Udrih. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. 30 seconds left in the first half. Here's lights out. Gasol with the defensive effort.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a...
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
And so that brings the first... Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Oladipo and Harris are the wings, and it's lights out in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Oladipo, good.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Allen with the screen for Gasol. Back to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And it's 6 points for Jeff Green.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now the pass to lights out. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Off the screen, and that one is hammered home.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Here's Gasol. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Gasol's got 11.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using his size to free himself up for those mid-range jumpers. A master at it.
Pass to lights out. This one for 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
We got to be more physical on defense.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. He said making sharp entry feeds, getting the ball into the post, and getting points on the low block is going to be critical the rest of the way. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thank you, Doris.
Some great play by Zach Randolph tonight. He's got 10 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
And Orlando making a change here. Payton's checked in. They set the pick. Wright with a screen on Payton. Floats one. Wright dishes to Allen. The 11-footer. Almost, but it rolls out. Orlando leading by 9. Here's lights out. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Payton against Conley. Allen outside. The baseline J. And he hits the jump shot. Allen's got his first bucket of the night. For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. No good from lights out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
It's stolen by Oladipo. Orlando's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Lets it go from deep. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Allen outside. Got a piece of it. And now Orlando on the break. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down.
Here is Bayless. Orlando grabs the miss. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought...
The dish to Allen. He kicks to right. Feeds to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Wright sets a screen. Conley with the 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's lights out. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Wright sets a screen. Outside, Green. Back to Allen. Wright, the pass to Green. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Conley into the lane. Rob. They're running. Here's lights out. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
Wright against Harris. And Wright kicks to Conley. To the paint. Shot to stop the run. Gasol no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Orlando making some changes. Gordon comes in for Hezonja. And it's Oladipo in for Garrett Temple. And Memphis also making his switch. Zach Randolph is checked in for Brandon Wright.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
Conley into the lane. Here's Gasol. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Orlando leading by 21. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
Conley kicks to Randolph. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feed. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play. And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And Gasol now top of the key. Green, the screen. Gasol dishes to Conley. Kicks it out to Allen. Takes the 13-footer. Some solid defense from Harris. Orlando's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Outside Conley. Lets it go from 11. Can't get it to go. Gordon with the defensive effort. Magic leading by 23, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Conley kicks to Gasol. Now here is Conley. D right on him. There's the feed to Randolph. Connects on the 9-footer. Randolph's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Pass to Lights Out. Orlando gets it back. It's Oladipo on the wing. Defended by Allen. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Orlando making some changes. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Vucevic. Hezonja comes in for Harris. And it's Watson in for Victor Oladipo.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch. This team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
I tell you what, Greg, no matter how brief it is, anytime you can get a season series sweep, you're happy.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for a Lights Out. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
There's the pick. Pass to Udrih. Here's Bayless. That 3 off the mark. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. The shot's good from Lights Out.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
To the inside, tries from 10. Kicks it to Bayless. Now Caspi. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
One thing that stood out to me was his contribution from deep. We know he can hit the 3-ball, but we saw him do a lot more damage than normal, and that really opened up the game.
He was literally unstoppable tonight, Ernie. Those defenders that were trying to guard him are going to have nightmares tonight. He put on a clinic on how to break down the defense. With that kind of performance, it's going to be hard to repeat.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game.